Starting off, guys, we got Aogami. Now, Aogami is a pretty interesting character because he does add 20 max HP, which does give some early game survivability, and it also boosts HB based attacks like Asura and Elite Asura. But honestly, guys, with this recent patch, he's kind of mid. I'll put him in A tier, and it's A for Aogami, guys. Next up, guys, we have Creator Nahobino, or Creator Young Man. Now, he got actually pretty big buff, where instead of someone recovering a status ailment and then getting MP, when they get Glory, they get MP. Now, Glory is a pretty new thing, guys, which means it's not really widespread right now, but I think with the amount of Glory units coming next patches, I think he's a solid B tier, maybe even low A, but I'm gonna be putting him in B tier for now. We got Destroyer Bino next, and honestly, I feel the same way. On kill is a really strong ability early game, but late game killing is much more rare. So I'd say I'd put him above Creator Bino for now, but that can change when Creator Bino gets more glory. Now we're gonna move on to Markin, guys. Markin is allegedly getting a rework because of the charm rework that Sai has been talking about for the past I don't know however long. Limbo for now. Let me just move that up. Awesome, guys. Okay. Next we got the Megami Tensei 2 protagonist. He's alright. He's nothing special. He does have that 2 Rakukaja as whenever someone plays the fields, which is not gonna be often, but it is a nice thing to have, and he's got alright resistances and pretty good HP as well. I'll put him in C tier for now. He's not great, but he's not terrible as well. Next we got Mirai Kaname. She's an adversity character, which only works with some strats. She does have that Tarukaja and Tsukukaja effect, which makes her pretty alright, but personally, I think she's low C tier. Just because adversity strats are kind of off meta right now. But when adversity becomes more prevalent in the meta, then I guess I can bump her up. Next we got good old Nakajima. He really fell off. After the Raido buffs, and honestly, I'm putting him in D tier because a free summon is nice and all, but honestly, you could just use Aogami's arrival at that point, or something else that helps with summoning. And the new one of the new fields that got added in the Raido one actually allows you to change and return for one whole icon less, which is insane. So definitely off meta right now. Next we got Setsunakai, guys. Setsunakai is another adversity hero, and I don't know. He does get that MP regen and HP regen, but he's still kind of mid. Cause again, he's an adversity hero. I'm putting him in I'm probably gonna put him in. I'll put him below Mirai. I think buffs are generally better than HP and MP regen just because they're permanent, whereas HP and MP eventually goes away. Next, we got Student Bino. Now, he's always been cracked ever since he came out because the MP on pass is insane, especially with Elite Kamael and everything where you can chain that off. But honestly, guys, I think he's kind of washed. Especially now that we got other ways to regen MP, like chakra drops and everything, and lotus pawns as well, also giving him -1 to skill cut. So I'm gonna put him high A. I might give him low S if when I review the list, but honestly, I think he's fine as is now. Next, guys, we got Deo Hazama. He's washed. He's so bad right now because getting that tails kills games. I have a meme somewhere. Here. It is just so bad to get tails. And heads. Heads is nice with the MP cost reduction, but it's not really that strong now that we have other ways to get MP cost reduction, like with Elite Maria, or with Elite Anahita, or even Lotus Pawns or the Lotus Petals. So MP cost reduction is nice. It is game-changing early game, but you can only secure it with Coins of Law and Chaos, and those are level 4. So, and I don't know, guys, you probably won't make it to level 4 with Hazama. Next, guys, we got Vincent Brooks, the awake one. He got buffed recently. He's still kind of bad though. Like, he's usable because now he works on enemy being asleep. I think he's above Hazama because Hazama is just bad. But yeah, honestly, guys, he's also not great. Next, we got Yumiko. Yumiko is worse than Hazama. Nobody uses reincarnation ever. Who uses reincarnation in their right mind? Okay, it is one turn icon for basically just a different recruits, which heroes do for a half icon. So, and then it's a hero only action. So I don't know, guys. Reincarnation is just bad. Honestly, CL also goes here. He also just does 2 reincarnations instead of 1. So it's just reincarnation is bad right now, guys. It's just bad. Now moving on to Tai. Tai has the power of feminism, and honestly, for certain decks, she is pretty good. She is pretty good. I'm gonna put her B tier because 10 damage reduction, 10 damage boost is nothing to scoff at. Goto, guys, he fell off so hard after his Giga nerf. His HP got reduced, his MP got reduced, his ability got super nerfed. So honestly, guys, I'm putting him in C tier. He fell off hard. He would have been an SS tier if not for the nerfs. Next, guys, we got Kaya Daidoji. I mean, she's all right. She is nothing too special. She just has +10 to magic damage, which is good, I guess, generally. And also she has 3 classes instead of 1, and those are human, meta, and summoners, and those are the most common classes, and they do have some nice items like the damage boosters and also some other stuff that honestly I can't remember right now. She's alright. She's not. I have never seen anyone play her because she's just painfully mid. I'll put her above Nakajima in D tier, but meh. Next, guys, we got General Munakata. He's a pretty beefy guy, and he does have that +10 damage on weakness and -10 damage on own weakness. But 4 weaknesses is just asking for trouble and for getting infinite, basically half turns to your opponent. So I'm gonna put him in D tier. Next, guys, we got the man Shohei Narumi. Now, Shohei got a massive rework last update where he basically had his ability changed entirely, where he can use 2 tandem cards instead of 1, which is absolutely ridiculous. Or a gem and then a damage booster to make it hit extra hard. Honestly, but guys, there's a lot of combos that you can do, but yeah, I think he's going top of B tier. Actually, no, he's going A tier. Just because of the sheer versatility that he has right now with tandems. Next, guys, we got normal Raido Kuzunoha. He got a bit of a rework. He doesn't use HP anymore. Now he uses MP to do the double summon, and the double summon is now a modified action instead of its own action. So it now works with Raido's super summon and also Aogami's arrival and all that stuff. I'll put him top of B tier. He's always been the weakest out of a Raido variants, but he's still pretty good. I'd say. Next, guys, we got Raido and Goto. Raido and Goto, the first ever dyad is summoning demons is now half an icon, which is really good for when you're in a pinch. But I don't know, guys. I'll put him low. I'll put him above Narumi actually. He's alright. Well, I mean, they're alright because there's 2 of them. But honestly, they're pretty off meta right now. Considering that Gods and Glory introduced some pretty wacky stuff, let's just say. And yeah, I mean, again, I'll come back to this tier list and like refresh it if I think about it. But yeah, guys, honestly, yeah, we're kind of alright, just alright. Rasputin. Rasputin's very funny, because of the load of endure effects introduced in, especially in Wave 2 of Gods and Glory. He's been skyrocketed to at least a B tier, guys. I'm putting him top of B tier because him and Elite Quetzalcoatl means that Elite is never dying. Especially if you pair him with Peaches of Immortality. That is insane, guys. Next, guys, we got Savior Aogami. He's going in top of S tier because he lets you instantly win the game, guys. And that is just incredible. Next, guys, we got Vindictive Sahori, another adversity user, but way better than any of these two chumps. She's going, I'd say here. She's going here, mostly because that plus 20 damage is insane. You could use Yoko's Last Stand and then just spam Megadolons for days, and those Megadolons, they hit for 80 on all, unblockable, which is crazy. Next we got Asuka, guys. Asuka fell off so hard. It is really insane. If you didn't know, guys, he has his ability capped once per phase instead of twice, and the free recruit is now below his hero level, so you can't just instantly get to level 5 like you did before. Just washed, honestly. Next, guys, we have Card Summoner Hero. Now, Card Summoner Hero got a huge rework. He now has actual affinities, guys. It is insane. He's got pretty good affinities as well. He's only got the one weakness to Elec and pretty solid resistances as well. And he's got buffed HP and a new ability. So when you play an assist card, he gains glory, and then on 4 glory, when this hero plays an assist card, he basically just he uses the card and then he just keeps it in his hand, which is crazy. Because guys, this unlocks a lot of potential. Like you can just reuse the same chakra drop twice. That is crazy, guys. You get 6 MP to 1 demon just by existing. That's nuts. I'm putting him like solid top to mid B tier. Mostly just because these guys are more general, because their actions always activates, but well, except Savior Agami, but he's insane. Card Summoner Hero, he needs glory, and you are forced to play it whenever he plays an assist card. So you basically have 4 assist plays, and then you have to play the one you actually want to keep, which can screw you over sometimes. But anyway, next we got Dazai. Dazai, he's good for early game by design. Late game, obviously he falls off, but for early game blitzes, he's good because he's good if you go second, because you get 10 less damage with slow start. You're basically guaranteed to survive turn 1. Maybe with a few severely damaged units, but I think you'll be able to survive it anyway. And also, the +1 to dice rolls makes them very good at crits, and his ability is active on himself all the time, which means he just passively receives 10 less damage always and has +1 to dice rolls always. So he's good at crits as well. I'm putting him maybe top of A tier. I might even put him up to S tier if needed. Anyway, guys, we have Goko. Goko has a pretty cool ability. He just can level up if you spend 2 turn icons. That's pretty good. It's nothing. Well, I mean, I can't say it's nothing too insane, because it is insane. You're basically just skipping a fuse. But some people have debated that just recruiting twice and fusing is more press turn efficient, and maybe that's the case. But it is good for rush strats where you desperately need to get to level 5, and for some reason you can't recruit twice and fuse. But he's got pretty good resistances. But honestly, I don't know. I think I'll put him low C tier just because. Now we got Gustav. Gustav is interesting because he also got buffed, where he just gets a free assist card whenever you or your opponent just discards or voids a card. So basically, whenever they play it, or whenever they have an effect that allows you to discard a card, right? Which means he basically profits off you or your opponent spending cards, which is pretty, you know, lore accurate. I'm putting him top of 8 here just because of his assist card milling and assist card economy is insane. I think it would be honestly better if he had no MP, just so he could draw assists whenever he regens MP. Speaking of MP on a hero, we got Koshimizu. He is still really strong. I don't know why he's not nerfed yet. And he basically just needs one Chaos Ally to work, and then you have 80 damage Megadolons for days. For days. He's definitely going to S tier with his brother. Okay, and guys, next we got Miman. Miman have been untouched in the last balance changes, and I mean, that's fair enough. They just have a coin flip action where if you draw, if you use a scavenge, you can just draw another or lose one card. It's pretty gamble core. I'll put him in C tier just because it's not great, but not a terrible effect. Like if you fail the coin flip, it's not the end of the world, unlike someone else, but it's nothing crazy either. Now we have Miyazu. Miyazu is stupidly broken still, I'd say, even after she got slapped with insane nerfs. But no, she is still so strong, so tanky. I don't know what they were thinking putting this woman in here. And yeah, I'm just gonna put her in S tier. She just takes no damage if she has at least one demon summoned, which is really not that hard if you know what you're doing. Because if you get put into adversity, it is a skill issue unless you want to. That's my opinion at least. Anyway, guys, now we got Naoki. Naoki, poor Naoki. He fell off insanely hard. He got that +1 to strength roll removed entirely. And that's pretty sad. Now he just has 2 basic attacks instead of 1, well, essentially. But you know, it's all right, and it doesn't modify. If he uses a gem, he just loses that second on hit. So that's not even good. I think he could have been buffed by just giving him a 5 or above crit rates, or making gems, basically letting you play 2 gems, or maybe even having gems change the basic attacks elemental type instead of, you know, just ruining his two hit chain. So I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him below the Megaten 2 protagonist, just because. I mean, he is mid. He's above the Adversity Twins just because, and Goto just because he is still good. He's really tanky, for a hero. He's got one of the highest HP pools in the game. I think only Savior Agami beats him, and also another hero which I'll be getting to at the end of this video. But yeah, guys. Next we got Miserable Sahori. Miserable Sahori makes me miserable because whenever I play someone with Miserable Sahori, and I have because she got buffed to just work on any partner cards, not just non-tandems. So I use Aogami's Arrival, and the opponent says, no, you don't, and then my entire strategy is ruined, and then they nuke me. So I'm putting Miserable Sahori. Honestly, Adversity strats are kind of dead, but I am putting her just above her Vindictive counterpart, just because, I mean, it is twice per game, so you're not gonna get much out of her once she's out of the charges. But man, playing partners against her and just like trying to convince your opponent, please don't cancel this one, it's pretty good. It's pretty good sometimes. Next we got Tao, the non-transformed one. She got buffed to give She got buffed to basically just give summoned demons 1 MP whenever they're summoned, which is good. But it is an MP gain effect, so you'll have to worry about Elite Ardra Melik getting his glory. But no, that's pretty good because it lets you 2-cycle 7 MP skills, which is huge for in some cases. So I'm putting her at low A tier, just because yeah. The 2-cycle on 7 MPs is really good sometimes, especially dude, if you have if you have Lotus Ponds and Elite on a heater, that lets you 2-cycle 9 MP skills, which is insane. So yeah, she definitely deserves that low A tier spot. Yakumo got a little nerf, where allied demons have -10 max HP. That, I mean, it can be bad, especially early game, it's really bad, but late game you don't really notice it, and he's still insane as an attacker. Like, if you whisper Nagaraja onto him, it's just GG's. It's just GG's, especially because Nagaraja has, like, Pleroma, and in wave 2, Yakumo got On Guard, which is a basic attack modifier partner card that is 50 elect damage, which is solid for level 3, and cost no MP, and elect Pleroma puts that up to 60, which is pretty good. So I'm putting him on top of A tier. He's definitely not S tier anymore because of that -10 max HP really can screw you over, and if you go second, that's basically guaranteed adversity. So yeah, guys. Next we got Yakumo and Nuwa. Yakumo and Nuwa got hit hard with nerfs, and ironically, their old downside got transferred onto normal Yakumo. But Yakumo and Nuwa have a 20 HP cost to skills for all demon allies, which can really screw you over sometimes because this isn't a remove 20 HP whenever you cast a skill. No, if you have less than 10 HP, you can't use the skill, which can really screw you over sometimes. Especially if you're going second and your demons are low, they basically can't do anything, which really screws you over. That being said, their ability is still really good because +10 damage is pretty good universally. So I'm putting them below normal Yakumo. And honestly, now that I think about it, she just has +10 universally without any downsides. So I'm putting her top of B tier as well, just because +10 damage is insane. Yuzuru, everyone is sleeping on Yuzuru. I'm telling you, he's definitely going to S tier because he is just a crit machine, guys. He's a crit machine. You have no idea. This man gets crits for days. He has a crit window expansion on everyone, and also he just gets +1 to strength rolls, which is freaking crazy, guys. It is really good. Really good. He crits so much, even more than one of the newest heroes, which I'll be covering soon. But yeah, no, he is insane. Next we got Catherine. Catherine got reworked into something completely different. She now is just a pure sleep hero, which is definitely needed because we just have too much charm heroes in the game, to be honest, and not enough on anyone else, on any other ailments. But yeah, no, she drains HP from asleep enemies, and her attacks don't awaken asleep enemies, which is it is an interesting ability. I'll give it that. And she does drain from the sum of her damage dealt. So if she casts Megadolon, right, and it hits 3 asleep enemies, with 60 base power, she's recovering 180 HP, which is stupidly high for a hero, right? Because a lot of the high HP regen effects are locked to demon only. So a hero being able to regen that much is insane, especially because she still gets party protection. So yeah, guys, she's definitely much better than she was in the last patch. I'll put her above Card Summoner because Rasputin is really good with Endurance effects. Next we got Reika So from Rond. I mean, her ability has no downside. It is just objectively good. every single time, unlike with Mimon, which has a downside. But so I'll put her like low B tier. Looking at the top 3 cards, and is pretty strong because you know when to scavenge and when not, and when to use an assist searcher. But it's definitely not one of the better abilities, which is obviously for A in this tier. Sonic, guys. I mean, going first for some strats is really good, especially for those that have been complaining about going. Oh, I keep going second because the coin is rigged, guys. No, guys, you are just bad at flipping coins. You need to spam that R key. You don't just flip it once. Okay? He is very situational because if you do choose to go first, you do start with less MP and less HP, but he's still really good, especially in Blitz. In Blitz, he's insane. But I don't know. I'll put him below Yakumo, just because if you do go second, it's not the end of the world. You still haven't lost the game, if you know what you're doing. But yeah, going first sometimes can give you that edge, especially in some strats. Next, guys, we got Dream Vincent. He has an HP and MP basically removal on sleep enemies, which not only mitigates the HP and MP recovery, it also just makes him lose MP and HP, which is good. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Especially for sleep decks. For sleep decks, you just want to be running Catherine, honestly. So I'll put him low C tier. I'll put him high D tier actually. He's kind of bad. Next we got Rite of a 40th. I mean, she's alright. She gets on kill summon a demon from your stock, which it can be helpful, but it is really situational. I'll put a low C tier just because the ability is really situational. She definitely needs some sort of buff to actually make her worth running over any other Ridos. But yeah, next we got Victor Frankenstein. Honestly, people are sleeping on this guy. What do you mean I can kill a level 5 demon and restore what, up to 200 HP to one of my demons? That's really crazy. So I'm definitely putting him in low A tier, just because your demons will never die. Like, it is as an action, it is as a hero action, but if you're efficient with your turn icons, if you cycle to him enough, you can your demons will basically never die. Honestly, now that I'm saying it, I'm putting him like honestly above Yakumo. I'm tempted to put him into S tier, but I'll just keep him there for now. Next we got Yuzuru and Koshimizu. Now you might think that you know, Koshimizu and Yuzuru, they're both in S tier, so obviously these guys are going in S tier. No. They're alright, but they're not that great compared to any of these two. I'm putting them in A tier. They have, cause while you have a field deployed is really common late game, even early game if you get like Dart Minato or something, and that's just a free +10 damage to everyone, to all Chaos Demons, which obviously you need to build a deck around that. But honestly, for heroes like this, who puts opposite alignment demons in decks like these? Like, putting a law demon in a chaos deck makes no sense, especially with Koshimizu or another hero that we're about to get to. Like, if you're running Koshimizu or Koshimizu and Yuzuru, you just run all chaos demons. It's not like there's a shortage of them or all of them are washed. Like, chaos demons are pretty strong, right? It is really good in some situations because plus 30 with Hall of Gaia is insane against law demons. Now Daza and Abdiel, they go top of S tier. They are so stupidly strong, guys, because they just give +1 to all dice rolls, even if one law ally is on the field, which is pretty much always going to be the case because they're a dyad, right? So they get 2 turn icons. So adversity is not a problem to them. And obviously, you build a deck with these sorts of cards, just having all of one alignments, right, guys? So honestly, really strong, really broken. They need a nerf. I don't know what kind of nerf they could be getting. Maybe an HP nerf, maybe an ability nerf, but they definitely need some kind of nerf. Konsu and Miyazu. I mean, minus 10 damage received while above half max HP event, plus 20 is good, because it's basically a more reliable, vindictive Sahori. And I don't know, guys. I'll put it above Dazai, but it's really conditional because it is only on the hero, and also it is just kind of very situational, because it does rely on your own hero getting down low, which you need to either spam like buff items or have your opponent damage your hero enough to get that plus 20 boost. And that plus 20 boost is nothing to scoff at. Don't get me wrong. Like 80 HP, 80 damage megatons is really good. But again, it's very situational. Next, guys, we got Alon from Last Bubble Free. He's a Tinker class. He has no MP. He's basically a gem spammer or a grenade spammer, and he does have a coin flip attached, which does add plus 20 damage, which is pretty good. But also on a tails, that just completely blows up in his face, which I guess is the theme, and does nothing, and this hero loses 20 HP, which is really screws you over late game. I'm putting him below F tier just because it's not great. Next we got Do. Guys, Do fell off so incredibly hard. It is insane, because he used to work with Disguise Mask, but now he requires you to drain Force, which is, let's just say, he's not really good anymore. Do used to require you to just get hit with a force attack, which is pretty easy with Disguise Mask, with a single target skill, but now he needs you to drain a force attack, which is hard because Disguise Mask adds a pierce effect to that force, so that pierces through the drain, and he only really activates when if your opponent is bad at reading affinities, which you can basically beat your opponent with any hero ever if they are bad at reading affinities. So that really says how bad he is. His HP regen has the potential to be insane, but honestly, guys, nah, he's just bad. Next we got Mochova. I don't know how to say that. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so if a demon ally recruits, you can flip a coin, and that basically makes the action half an icon. So basically just a demon contract by chance. Kind of bad. Like, again, it is a similar thing to Reika, where it's objectively good. You get no punishment for failing the coin flip. But half an icon recruits, you can just use demon contracts for those, even after the nerf. So I'm just gonna put a low D tier. Next we got Rudy. Rudy got nerfed pretty hard. His Sukukaja is no longer 2 stacks. It's only 1 stack, and then it's 2 stacks if it's 3 and above. It's still good because it is just free buffs for just playing the game. So I'm gonna put him probably below the Megaten 2 protagonist, because he also gets buffs for playing the game. Now on to the new DMC characters, and then we're done. So Arkham from DMC 3, I think. I haven't played DMC. It looks really cool, and whoever added that, thanks for Diamond Round win, you're awesome, because for introducing me to DMC. This guy has a minus 10 reduction effect, just like Dazai, but he has a pretty big downside, which makes weaknesses or crits do plus 50 instead of plus 30. So this guy, if you go second, you are dead. If you get the wrong matchup, even more dead than you already are. So I'm putting him Mid C tier, below Goku, just because he's not that great. He's good defensively if you have a good matchup, but if you have a bad matchup, you're just gonna lose extra hard. Next, we got Supreme General Credo. Credo has a ramping crits ability where he has -1 to strength rolls initially, and then +1 for every other ally, so he can get to a potential +2. He is just a worse Yakumo, because Yakumo, sure, he gets his +2 only on demons, but and Credo gets it universally, but Yakumo also gets +10 against all demons, and Credo on his own, you can't just force adversity, then Yoko's last stand and just spam strength. That's not gonna work, because you're gonna miss even worse. So I don't know, I'll put him like below Naoki. Next we got Angelo Credo. Angelo Credo is basically a Koshimizu side grade, because he also gets plus damage per allies of the law alignment, except he gets it per 2, including himself. So you can technically run him, a law ally, and then 2 other allies of any alignment for a +10 to him. So I'm gonna put him... it is kind of difficult because Koshimitsu needs just one Chaos ally to activate his +20, whereas the Credo needs the entire party to be full of law demons. But also with Angelo Credo, you can run 2 of any other alignments, so which makes him ironically more diverse. So I'm gonna put him maybe above Koshimitsu, but honestly this can be switched around. Next we got Gloria. Gloria is yet another charm hero. Charm is just, I think, overrepresented. I think we need more ailments other than charm getting heroes. But anyway, yeah, she has pretty good ability against the dice rolls against being charmed, and then if an enemy gets charmed, they get a bit of a zap. But for the -1 roll alone, she is definitely really good. She's probably she's above Goku, just because charm decks are pretty good, but also actually, because I did put Catherine there, and she does have a -1 to sleep. I'll put her below. I'll put her slightly below Catherine, like here. And I'll put him here. I'll put it here, because yeah, -1 to rolls against being charmed is good, is really good. And actually, this set did introduce 2 new ailments heroes that aren't charm, which is really good. This is Unsealed Sparta. What he does is whenever he crits or strikes a weakness, he basically gets he can seal the opponent to a lower. To a lower is really good already. It is sort of situational, but I'm gonna put him above Catherine, just because you could really easily seal if you have Josojin Flames, and that's a free or lower. And then if you just have some pretty good luck, or you can run Infected Blood to just guarantee the seal. Seal is really good as well. Speaking of seal, we have Human Sparta here. He has the same -1 to dice rolls against being sealed, and then he also has a Yakumo effect where he does +10 damage against demons, but -10 against heroes. So I'm gonna put him. I'm honestly I'm a bit torn. I'm putting him above Rasputin, but he might be below Rasputin. I'm not really sure. Next, guys, we got Jester. Jester is he's a pretty funny, wacky guy, you know. Because he does have that coin flip, a mandatory coin flip, instead of Hazuma's, because Hazuma, you can choose to not flip a coin, which, you know, makes him less washed, but he's still kind of bad. But he does get Repel, Fire, Ice, Elect, Force. Guys, you can force that coin flip to be heads with Coins of Chaos, so you just have to rush to level 4 and then just spam assist searches. So and he does get pretty good with all 4 repels, because that just shuts down 4 elements AoEs, which is good. But he also has that pesky light weakness that doesn't get covered, and also he just gets 5 weaknesses if he loses a coin flip. So I'm gonna put him above Hazma, because Hazma's just bad. Yeah. Next we got Lady. I don't know why she is turning at me like that, guys. But Lady, she gets an interesting ability where after she uses a hero action, she can play a gem or grenades or anything that changes the basic attack just for free. So she doesn't have to basic attack. She can summon and then play a gem, which is good, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna put her above Chaos Bino. Now we got Trish. Trish is feminist, and also she's another anti-charm character. She's pretty bad because she only has plus 10 damage to charmed enemies, and she does have a race booster, but you need charm, and she doesn't have any charm supports, unlike Gloria, which does, so she's much worse. I'm putting her top of D tier. She could go lower, to be honest. Next, guys, we've got V or 5. I'm not sure. It's just V. Now, V is pretty funny because you basically just get free almighty follow-ups whenever an ally strikes a critical or weakness, which you are meant to be doing. So you basically just get 20 almighty damage for free, which is really good. And that 20 almighty damage can be boosted. So if you have 2 stacks of Tarukaja and the opponent has 2 stacks of Rakunda, then you can basically just have 60 damage follow-ups, which is pretty cracked. I'll put him above Miyazu and Kojimizu, and honestly, Konsu, and honestly, these guys can go here. Almost done, guys. We got Nero. Okay, guys, I've done a bit of a reshuffling and also resizing the screen because I realized that it was getting cut off. So this is the new tier list now. I moved Miyazu and Konsu down to C because after careful consideration, well, not really careful, but yeah, no, variability is really. Anyways, guys, so yeah, I reshuffled the tier list a bit. I moved Miyazu and Konsu down and Ride of 40 of down just because I think they are a bit too situational. And Nero can go, honestly, he can go into above Catherine. Actually, I think above Catherine, because plus 20 damage is nothing to scoff at, and Lady's getting cut off. So I'm just gonna move her down to yeah, I'm moving it down to top of C. Next we have Dante from Devil May Cry series. Dante has good MP cost reduction. -1 to MP is insane because you can just spam Agi all the time. But he does have a pretty big downside where he does deal -10 damage. But honestly, that is still insane because Agi for basically no MP cost, because you know he regenerates free MP naturally, and that's still 20 damage every single action that he takes. And then if you've had hits a weakness, that's 50. And then don't get me started on buff. So he's definitely going in S tier. Next is Virgil. Virgil is interesting as a crit machine because he does have an auto Sukaja, but he's just the worst user, honestly. So I'll put him like here because he does still have really good crits, but he's still kind of mid. And lastly, guys, we have Freddy Fazbear. Now, Freddy is Freddy has gone through a bit of a change. He no longer deals plus 50 damage, which is good because he was ridiculous. He has like a glory count effect now, which gives him crits and fizz pierce. And he's kind of confused because he does rely on gems to do damage, and he just gets Fizz Pierce and Strength Roll boosts, which don't apply to gems because they're magic. So, like, on one hand, you want to basic attack with him, just normal basic attacks, because that is Fizz and that is Strength for crits, but also, I feel like he is pretty, I wouldn't say he's broken. I'd put him top of A. Mostly because that 6-10 limit is still really harsh. Because you know it is 6 a.m. and everything, but yeah, and he is the fattest character in the game. He has 550 HP, which is ridiculous, but also that 550 HP gets melted pretty easily because he does have that fire and elect weakness, which are very common elements to do for demons. So honestly, a pretty mixed bag. I'll put him top of 80 because he's still really strong. Anyways, guys, that rounds out my list. Yeah, leave a comment on what you agree and disagree with, and be sure to give us a like. And I'll do an elites tier list sooner or later. So I guess stay tuned for that. See ya.